I saw Pixies are doing Bonnaroo, which they're going to stream on Hulu all weekend. If you can't make it to Tennessee,
You can't.
see everybody else who's playing. If you have Hulu, I guess. Bonnaroo outside Nashville for many, many years now. It is, what's today, the 14th? It's tomorrow through Sunday, and you can stream it live on Hulu if you have it. And the Pixies are playing on the very last night. They're going to play Sunday. Paramore is the Sunday headliner. They were just here. Who else is on Bonnaroo?
I saw Foo Fighters are the Sunday headliner.
I don't see that. I see Paramore, Peach Pit. You could be right, but I don't see that on this. Franz Ferdinand, Pixies, Humphreys, McGee.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the...
Sheryl Crow, Sylvan Esso, 3-6 Mafia.
Whoa.
Portugal, The Man, not the country. And many, many, many more.
Who's Odessa?
That's like a R&B singer, I think.
Okay. They're headlining.
And Wolfpack, great band from Ann Arbor, Michigan, are going to be on Bonnaroo.
Tyler Childers.
Uh-huh.
You can play that Indian song. Everybody's mad. A little Indian, whatever. They bop him on the head, whatever it is.
What?
Oh, Odessa is, I was thinking of someone else. Odessa is like an EDM duo.
Oh, okay.
What did Tyler Childers do?
Well, he was just in town. He didn't play. He's got a song. Was it like Little Indian or something? And I don't know it, but I mean,
Feathered Indians.
Feathered Indians. Okay, so it's
I
not
don't
the
know that
one
one.
like the little Indians jumping on the bed. That racist song my mom used to sing when I was a kid.
Ours was 12 little
That's
monkeys.
what you get for your 12 little monkeys
Yeah,
jumping
12
on.
little monkeys
Yeah, well,
jumping
it got
on the bed.
updated.
Bill's
One
mom
fell
turned it
off
into-
and bumped
It was
his
Little
head.
Indians.
Bill's mom turned it into Indians to make sure they knew their place. Teach them a lesson. It is wild. And granted, it does lean more into anyone who's country-ish that I'm largely ignorant of. It's wild to see these people that I really don't know who they are, and they're just packing out venues.
Oh, Billy Strings too.
Billy Strings is tonight. I don't know who that is either.
I think that was last night.
Last night?
Or
Somebody hit me up and said, "Hey, are you going to Billy Strings?" I'm like, "No, I'm hosting the Funny Bus tonight." I think Billy Strings is tonight at Nautica. But again,
I saw videos of people.
I didn't know who that was either. I didn't know who Tyler Childers was, but I guess he's a big deal. It's like selling out. He sold out
No,
Nautica,
he's
and
a
everybody's
huge deal.
flipping
He's good.
out.
I like Tyler Childers.
Okay.
He's oh, there's the little
What is
Indian
that?
song.
That's-
I'm like, I knew I didn't think, like, imagine this.
Yeah, ours was 12 little monkeys.
I don't know if it's
But
the
we
same
also
jumping
did,
on the bend, though.
There was another song we knew.
Where they're shooting
Five
arrows.
little angels, all dressed in white, trying to get to heaven by the end of a kite. The kite string broke and down they all fell. Instead of going to heaven, they went to 4 little angels. We did that one
Because
too.
you couldn't say H-E double hockey stick. Is that
Yeah,
what it
because
was?
then it was like at the end of it, it was like you after the little angels, you did 4 little devils, all dressed in red, trying to get to heaven on the end of a thread.
Hello again. So the song we're going to sing today is called 5 Little Angels. Okay? Very simple, not a repeat after me song. This is another type of song called a catch-along song. And you introduce it. 5 little angels all dressed in white, trying to get to heaven on the end of a kite. But the kite string broke and down they all fell. Instead of going to heaven, they all went to 4 little angels.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
So
but then you
it's-
switch it to 5 little devils all dressed in red, trying to get to heaven on the end of a thread. The thread string broke and down they all fell.
What kind of morons think a kite is going to be able to hold 5 of them?
Right. But then at the end of
Religious
the little devil verse, you go like 1 little devil all dressed in red trying to get to heaven by the end of a thread string broke. and
Wait, the
down he
devil's
fell.
trying to get to heaven?
Yes, they want to get out of hell. But the thread string broke and down they all fell. Instead of going to heaven, they went to bed. That's the big ending.
Uh-huh.
They don't get to go to hell. They go to bed.
Okay, I remember this little Indian song. It wasn't jumping on the bed. It's 10 little, 9 little, 8 little Indians, 7 little, 6 little, 5 little Indians,
4 little, 3 little, 2 little Indians.
1 little Indian boy.
That's it.
That was it. Just a little nursery rhyme.
It's a real
type thing.
banger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Drunk Sue.
Hey, baby, what's up?
What up?
Hey, I was listening earlier. I heard Dick from Dayton called.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, and I was going to tell you to quit picking on my dick.
Yeah, she did it, man.
Nailed it.
Woohoo! Nailed it.
From Dayton.
Ah, Sue, you still got it. Never
I know,
bet
right?
against drunk Sue. I'm not picking on Dick. He's a grown ass man. He can, he's taking up my time. My time's valuable. So he's
Well, sure is mine.
huh?
You think I like sitting here on hold all the time?
Well,
My time is valuable.
people
too.
pay
I
me
could
for my
send you
time, drunk Sue. I didn't tell you to hold on there. You hold on at your as long as you can, and if I can get to
Come
you,
on, I had a joke and you just made me forget it.
I hope it
Thanks,
was as good
Alan.
as stop picking on
Thanks,
my dick from Dayton. Alan.
She got you.
All right, well, she
Roasted.
did. Hashtag boom roasted. All right, well, what do you think? Think about it and tell me what the joke is.
Well, you know what? I can't go back there now. It's just too far gone.
It was so good
I
that you
got
can't
my
even
NRA
conjure it
duffel
back
bag
up.
Today.
Say what?
I got my NRA duffel bag today.
Your NRA duffel bag.
Yeah.
How many box tops did you have to send away for that?
None.
5,000 shells.
Yeah. How did you no?
Mary's on it, boy.
Yeah.
You know me.
All right. Is it a rifle bag or what is it?
No, it's not big enough for a rifle unless you know what I mean. You'd have to like take
Yeah.
the barrel off.
So
You
how
know
did
what I mean?
you? Yeah, I do know what you mean. So how did you get the NRA duffel bag? What did you have to buy to get that?
Oh, my yearly thing, you know.
Oh, you're a dues paying member of the National Rifle Association.
Exactly.
I see. You know, that was pretty much all shown to kind of be a scam, right? Sue, you're fine with that?
You know what? I don't care.
You don't care. I mean, it's your money.
I know.
Yeah.
I get my magazine, and then you open up the centerfold. Oh, I can't wait to see the centerfold every year.
Just a
Every
naked
month, I
gun.
mean.
The NRA
Yeah,
magazine is the magazine called Magazine?
I don't know.
Well, you get
No,
it.
it's
I
called
don't.
Shooting.
It's
called Shooting.
It's called
But I
shooting.
can't
Boy, they
wait
get right to the
open up
point, don't
middle
they?
of it.
Hey, the new shooting is
It's
out.
like-
So they have a centerfold in the NRA magazine?
Well, yeah, and it shows off the gun of the month or whatever.
Gun
And
of the
I'm like,
month.
Oh, I want that.
Wow. Sue's getting a lady boner over there at with her new
Yeah,
issue
lady
of
boners,
American
man.
Rifleman or whatever she's got.
Ain't nothing wrong with lady boners. Y'all can look at
No.
your penthouse all you want, but I want to see that centerfold in the middle of the Shooting magazine.
Okay, so what is it this month?
I haven't got it yet.
You just got your duffel bag.
I got my duffel bag.
Yeah. When do you expect to
Yeah.
get the I mean, it's halfway through June. When do you get the July issue?
Probably in the next week or so.
Yeah. Do you
Yeah.
tear out the centerfolds like a teenage boy and put them up on the wall?
Nope, I keep them intact. That way you're right there and fresh to look at.
Right. That way you maintain their resale value.
Exactly.
Right. Right. Okay. How old is your oldest one? How far back do they go?
Oh, I don't know. Probably not too far back.
Yeah.
Maybe 5 years, something like that.
Oh, okay. 5 years. I gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay,
It was
well,
down
good.
at the
Well-
Stark County Fairgrounds. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, what will you carry? I mean, you don't get a duffel every year. I mean, you got 5 NRA duffels
No,
floating
you
around?
can get different stuff.
Yep. You opted
But
for the
this time I
duffel
wanted
bag.
The duffel bag. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you
And it
always need to carry
it
things
came-
around,
but it came
right?
to my neighbor's house.
Well, maybe they
it
get
came to my
NRA
neighbor's
magazine
house.
too.
Oh, I didn't ask who that little conspicuous little witch.
Okay, so
I
now
wanted to keep my little
now there's a
magazine.
plot twist in that you might have stolen your neighbor's NRA duffel bag.
No, it had my name on it.
Does it have Drunk Sue stitched into the strap of the duffel bag?
No, because I think they'd frown on that probably.
Yeah. They have a lot of rules over there at the NRA, don't they? So many rules.
I know.
They love
I mean,
rules.
Rule after rule. What is going on?
Oh, my
around
goodness. They love all the rules. Okay, well, good. Okay, how you doing out
I
there,
love you,
Sue?
man.
All right, love you too. There's Drunk Sue out in Canton.
Sue, 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 Sue.
Doing okay, I guess.
Sue. Sue. Sue, Sue, Sue.
Why?
Mm-hmm.
Sue, Sue.
Well, I certainly hope that we are alerted when down the road, and I certainly hope it's many, many, many years from now. I hope it's long after my tenure here at the Buzzard is over. But I hope that, God forbid, we get bad news about Drunk Sue. I certainly hope that we get it. I hope that we don't have to track it down like we did with Rick. 'Cause that was no fun.
That's kind of.
Was it fun?
I mean, like, trying to solve a mystery, right? Mary loves to figure it out.
I do
The
love
figure
the
'em
figure it
outs?
out. I was against everything you guys did in that.
Why? We were just trying to get.
I know what you were trying to do
Well, if you love the figure amounts, why were you against it? I think it'd be right up your alley.
because I didn't like it. Made me
Why?
uncomfortable.
Oh, well, that's
Going to
life.
randoms, funerals.
You want to
and
do
stuff.
another session
What am I
of
sit
therapy?
with my thumb up my ass and wonder what happened? Or no,
Yeah.
I'm a doer, baby.
Are
I'm not a
ya?
talker. I'm a talker and a doer.
Let's do another session of therapy.
No.
Remember
Good
when
night.
Rick talked to us from the beyond?
Mm-hmm.
He said good night. That was to you too, Mary. Even though you disapproved of my methods.
Of you going to funerals of strangers? Yeah.
Funeral went to one. And by that, the burden of that was all on me. Didn't bother them. Who would be bothered by another person coming to pay their respect to the deceased?
You didn't know him. You were crashing a
They
funeral.
didn't know that.
You
It was
asked.
calling hours.
I asked one guy. It was calling hours. That's right. I asked one guy.
Anybody can go there.
Hey, is that guy Rick? This is going to sound very strange. And the people were
Very kind about it.
they were very nice because they were happy as any normal functioning person would be. They were happy that I took the time, put on a suit. Wait, you think I showed up in a Bulls cap?
I don't know what you
Put on a suit. I'm telling you. Drove my ass.
But you didn't go to
way
real
past-
Rick's funeral.
Huh?
You didn't go to Rick's funeral.
Because it was at the same
It was
time.
because it was already too late. We
Yeah.
didn't know who he was then. We didn't know who he was. And then we found out, and he had already been interred or buried or whatever. So I would have loved to have gone to his funeral. I would have introduced myself to every person at that funeral. I would have said, hey, you're fill in the blank, father, brother, nephew. Was he, imagine I'm the one that jumped on that grenade. Walk into a stranger's funeral and go, hey, did you guys ever call the deceased Devastation by any chance? Was he a boxer? And they're all looking at me like, what? And they were kicking that can down go ask that guy. Okay, I'll ask that guy. Hey, this is going to sound strange. I think I might know the dead guy. Oh, yeah, he's my dad. Oh, great. Just the person I want to talk to. Was your dad in the military? Was your dad ever a boxer? Now, here's the issue with that, is there's a lot that kids don't know about their parents. If somebody were to say to you, was your dad ever fill in the blank, you know what you know, and you don't know what you don't know until you know it.
Hey.
He was never filling.
He was what?
He was never filled. He was never filled.
I thought it was filled all the time. That's why
no,
he got so
that's
big.
the
What are you
problem.
saying?
It never ended. You couldn't fill him in, Alan.
It
is what
never
I'm trying
ended.
To tell you.
I see. All right. Yeah, okay. Hey, Poundcake, who is this?
I don't know.
Hey, Don.
Hey,
Did
How
I
are you,
win
pal?
the buzzard bike?
No. No buzzard bike. But I'm playing a little Deep Purple for you. I got some Highway Star for you.
Classic stuff, right? I love when you play the newer stuff, Alan. You always. Have
I
your
know.
pulse on what
I'm right on the cutting edge. Don Jamieson and Pete Holmes have sounded great on the phone.
Yeah.
Boy, it's
Well,
modern technology.
Well, this is the only press I think I've done in the last 3 years that was not a Zoom call.
Okay.
And that's a very good thing. So I didn't have to I didn't have to shower and blow dry my almost mullet and put cologne on and a green screen and a HD camera and a microphone and all that stuff just to come on and say, hey, I'm at the Funny Stop this weekend. Thanks, Alan. Goodbye.
I'm always whining about it. I'm like, I didn't get into radio to be on camera every day, but it's 2023 and here we are. But
it's not even just press, right? It's like if you're on a text with more than two people, and someone's, we got to talk about this thing, and then I'll send you a Zoom link. Like, no, we can figure out what we want for dinner, right here on the text, and we don't have to see each other to figure this. We went from not accepting phone calls whatsoever from people and texting only to, I have to see you in person.
yeah, people were pent up during that time.
Yeah,
Pent up.
So
Don Jamieson is at the Funny Stop in Cuyahoga Falls, Friday and Saturday. That's 2 shows a night, if memory serves. That's 7:30 and 9:30.
That's correct, and I'm sort of bummed because there's no Pete this week. He's back in his homeland
Oh, man.
for the month of June.
Are they ever going to let him come back here? That's the question.
What?
I don't know how great he is at paperwork.
You might be taking over the club there, Don. You tread lightly.
Well, they might maybe they'll have him zoom in so
There
he
you
can
go.
insult the comic
Yeah.
from the other side of the world.
Is he Lebanese?
Yeah.
What is Pete? He is. So he's in Lebanon?
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Very exciting.
Yeah, but that's part of the fun of doing it. Yeah, as you guys know, is Pete being there and not knowing. He's the Lebanese Don Rickles. You never know what's going to come out of his mouth. But it's going to be insulting.
He's the Rickles of Beirut. So are you
Exactly.
you're just I was looking at your Instagram. Are you sitting there with a belly full of pickle juice?
Yeah, isn't that now? Let's take a poll. And hi, Mary, and hi, Bill.
Hey.
What's pickle juice? Yay or nay? Let's go around the horn here.
Well, by itself, I like it for after a shot of Jamieson. I like a pickleback shot. But at pickle juice on its own, I say nay.
Yeah, I'm doing it after a shot, but I'm not drinking pickle juice just as like a beverage.
Don comes in off a bike ride and starts guzzling.
Well,
pickle
it's got like
juice.
a ton of electrolytes. And
I
stuff, though,
know.
right?
He knows he's smart. Look at this guy. He's in shape, and yeah, he's got all these little life hacks. We're laughing at our own peril at pickle juice.
It sounds like it's more of a container issue for you guys than
It might be.
an actual taste thing.
It's more about the predecessor.
What comes first?
Yeah. If it comes after a bike ride, no. If it comes after alcohol, yes.
Okay, well, listen, to each their own.
Yeah.
And just because you guys are pickle phobes, I still love you, and I still respect.
Only during
your
June.
opinion.
And it's not Don's fault that he's not drinking while he's having his bike ride. I mean, that would be a real flex. He's just out there with a bottle of Jack Daniels or something on his bike. So how long? How often are you out bike riding? You doing big long bike rides?
Yeah, I did about 12 miles. Yeah, so
12
yeah,
miles out there in Jersey. Where are you?
that's where I am, Alan. Yes,
Wow.
New Jersey. We have more than 12 miles out here.
Hey, that's good to know. I thought for sure that Jersey was only 8 square miles.
Yes. No, I know maybe Pete Holmes can bike 15 miles. I don't know. But for me, 12 miles is the cutoff. You come home, you chug some pickle juice. Life is good.
Yeah. New Jersey is 8,700 square miles. So 12, you've got plenty of room to stretch out and ride wherever you want to ride. Do you have like a normal path that you take, or you try to mix it up and shake up your muscle memory?
Well, I don't want to get the audience too excited because I'm sure they're fascinated by this. But I live at the beach, so I literally ride down the Atlantic Ocean, and I have a path that I go down and come back over, and it's the only exercise that I enjoy. Now, I exercise a lot, but the biking is the only one that I really love. Otherwise, I always say, I hate exercising, but the only thing I hate just a little bit more is not exercising.
Right. And the older we get, the harder it is. You have to work harder to maintain.
That's right. And then you say, this is good. This is like a whole day. You talk to Pete about being a veganism and vegetarianism, and now me with pickle juice and biking. This is a very educational and entertaining show.
This has been a very holistic episode of the Alan Cox Show. I think everybody can really kind of, they can pick and choose what they can really take from this show today.
Oh, well, I hope I can plug my line of essential oils before we get off the call.
Yeah. All right. Don Jamieson's sage. When you move into a new home, just burn some sage and walk room to room. And that's big. So living right there on the ocean, are you concerned about the big El Nino summer, about the hot Atlantic splashing all over you like lava?
No, but there is a good metal band called El Nino, so I'm excited. They're touring this summer, so I'm excited about that.
You be proud of me. I finally got a metal show on MMS, a Saturday night metal show.
I saw that. Are you hosting that?
I am hosting it. Yeah, when we're not preempted by a late baseball game, we're playing 2 hours of metal on Saturday nights.
This is one of the things I love the most about you. Alan is this, erudite, extraordinarily witty guy. He wears a white watch and has a short conservative haircut, and yet he's tweeting about King Diamond and Merciful Fate every other day.
King Diamond is 67 years old today. Happy birthday, King Diamond. Man.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, you know what side your bread is buttered. I love it. I've been pitching them a metal show since I walked in here 13 years ago, and finally somebody gave me the green light. It's been a lot of fun. Great time.
And I don't know if you saw that, myself and Jim Florentine and Eddie Trunk, the gang behind that metal show, are doing a new show on the YouTube.
Yes.
Now.
That's awesome. Jim's
going
to be in here next Friday.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm sure he'll tell you all about it, but it's your usual shenanigans from your favorite three Jersey guys talking rock, and we couldn't use the name, so we came up with That Rocks, which means now there's two shows I've done with these guys that I hate the name of, but regardless.
What would you have called it? What would you have called it?
Well, you got to take the name that's available. It's like, you can't go back to the lawyer 500 times. How about this? And then that's not available. And this is, I would call it, the Buzzard Bike Hour.
There you go. Yep. I believe that might, I hate to break it to you, that might also be taken. I'll have to consult our legal people, but, you guys truly are the triumvirate in heavy metal, Don. You and Florentine and Edward R. Trunk. You guys really are. You guys are the gold standard for that. So I operate in your shadow.
Well, as soon as I look up the word triumvirate, I'm going to enjoy that compliment that you just gave me.
All right. Well, good. It'll be a nice little compliment grenade for later on that it can blow up all over you when you look it up. I gotta move on here, homie. But Don Jamieson is going to be at the Funny Stop in Cuyahoga Falls. It's a Pete-free weekend. Take that for whatever you want. And it's 7:30 and 9:30. Friday night and Saturday night in Cuyahoga Falls. You go to funnystop.com for the details. Funnystop.online is what I'm looking at. Real Don Jamieson on the social medias. And I always like talking to you, pal. Next time you're in town and our schedules match up, we'll see each other in person.
Cool. I'm going to check out your metal show this weekend, man.
All right. Not that I'm off this weekend because there's a late ball game. Unfortunately, your timing couldn't be worse. But
much like my act.
There
Thank you.
There you go. All right. Thanks, pal. We'll talk to you again. There's Don Jamieson.